YouTubers, I hope you're all doing really well wherever you are in the world. Now, I just want to do a little recap of the Mile High Bikini Pro show and what an amazing show it was. Now, what I really loved about this show is one of our favourite previous Olympia champions finally found her mojo and took out this show. We also had one of the most amazing up-and-comers continue on her hot streak, placing in the top 3. And one of our favourite Aussie girls who just headed over to the States cracked that top 5, which I'm super proud of. Now let's start with your winner, Isa Piccini. Now I don't know what more to say about Isa than we already know. She has one of the best structures in bikini, hands down. You could even say she has the best structure in the game. Now, if you have any doubt how insane Isa's genetics are, just go back to her Olympia win back in 2019. I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys here so you can see it for yourselves. It was one of the most iconic looks in bikini history. It was jacked, it had those crazy proportions, and I loved it. But bikini has changed since 2019, and they haven't been rewarding those insane proportions over the last couple of years. Now, as we all know, Isa has struggled to find her form since the back end of last year and at the 2021 Olympia. I actually think she underperformed as everyone was expecting her to either win it or come in that top 3. But the package she presented, the Mile High Bikini Pro, was beautiful. And I can only say, guys, Isa is back. And this was easily her best package this year. She brought in that amazing shape in the front pose with her signature taper, tiny waist. I think she even says it gets down to 20 to 21 inches during comp prep, and you can see that in her Insta stories and comp pics. Now, I did notice her legs look slightly more developed here. It might be a change to her posing in that front pose, but I actually really like it. But I think she just needs a tad more development in that upper body for balance. She needs to polish up on that posing and just needs a tad more depth and pop to her glutes in that rear pose to stay with the likes of Laura Lee, Jen and Janet at Olympia this year. But I'm so happy that Isa has taken out this show. She is definitely one of the fan favourites and has one of my favourite physiques of all time. It is strong, it's feminine, it is just incredible. A big congratulations to Isa. Now in second place we had the GOAT Ashley Kay, and heading into this lineup you would have to say that the favourites heading into this show were probably Ashley and Isa, as they're both former Olympia champions. We all know what to expect when Ashley competes. It comes in consistent, on point, all of the time. She's one of the most active competitors and I would say is also the most consistent bikini pro out there. Now the interesting thing about this show is Isa only pipped Ashley out by 1 point at this show. 1 point. That is how close it is between the two of them. As you know, guys, I love how Ashley has been rocking the OG green bikini suit, a bit of a throwback of her Olympic winning days. But I actually love how there's some other colours coming into play at these shows now, other than the usual blues, reds and purples. Ashley brought in a stunning package as per usual, but I don't think it was her best package this year, and I think she would agree with me on this one. I noticed she started to incorporate a bit of a vacuum into her front pose, and I'm a bit indecisive if I like it or not. I actually like seeing her six-pack, but I know the judges don't generally reward this, but hey, each to their own. We did see in a previous video that Ashley and her coach Adam Bonilla were going to take some time off to develop her upper body more, especially in the delts. Now it doesn't seem they took that much time off to do this, but I think it would be beneficial to Ashley to develop and cap off those delts just a tiny bit more. I think it will look really good with her current physique, and they still have 6 months until the Olympia. Either way, I am super proud of Ashley. She is a crazy good competitor. She's a great ambassador for the sport, and I love that she's a bit quirky. She's authentically herself, which I really love and respect. I cannot wait for Olympia this year, and the big question on everyone's lips is, can anyone beat Laura Lee this year? We still haven't seen Jen return, but it makes it all that more interesting. And in third place, we have one of my new favourites from the up-and-comers bunch, and that is Liana Gianna Moore. Now this girl just keeps getting better and better, and I still can't believe this is her debut season as a bikini pro. Here she is being competitive with top Olympians. It's crazy how fast her rise has been. And what's even crazier is this is just the beginning for Liana. Her and her coaches Lauren and Dylan Bear have done such an amazing job with the packages Liana is bringing in, and I think they should be super proud of what they have achieved. I absolutely love the physique she is bringing into the recent shows. She already has such amazing posing and she has insane muscle development. I really think she just has to keep getting more time in front of those top judges and taking on whatever feedback they are giving her. From a fan looking in, and guys, I'm not a judge, just a fan of the sport, I think she has incredible lower body development. I think if she just adds a little more lat development and a tad more upper glute development, it will accentuate her taper in that front pose even more, which I think will look really good on her physique. That's just my 2 cents. This girl really has it all and has limitless potential. I think both Liana and Lorna Dunbar have really been the standout newcomers this year, and I cannot wait to see what they achieve in their careers. Also, go check out Liana's Insta. She's interactive with the fans. She has such a nice and friendly persona, and what I love most about her is she's authentic and actually has some fun in the off season, which I think is very relatable because life is just about balance and is more to life than just this sport. In that 4th spot is Carla Garthwaite. She looked incredible, and there is no doubt in the world Carla is carrying tons of muscle in her frame. And to me, this is especially apparent in her upper body. Those delts and arms are popping. I think maybe with the slightest bit more glute development, it will take her balance to the next level. I can't wait to hear what her feedback is and what show she'll target next, because what an amazing look she brought to the stage. Another interesting point I want to raise is, what are your thoughts on tattoos on competitors? To some, it may be distracting to the overall look and physique. Personally, I don't mind it, but I guess at times it can throw off the symmetry just a little bit. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now in 5th place is Sinead DiCicco. Now I'm personally so thrilled to see Sinead in this top 5 because she's representing Australia, and I think she absolutely killed it. Hell, I might be a bit biased, but I could have had even higher up in those placings at this show. So Sinead's coached by Troy Thornton, who is also based here in Australia. And let me tell you, he's an incredible coach and pretty much has all the top amateurs and pros over here in Australia. I think both Sinead and Troy should be incredibly proud of what they have brought to this show. Now, I saw Sinead compete here in person at Melbourne a couple of months ago, where she had placed 2nd. She has incredible muscle development. I mean, look at her rear pose. Look at those glutes, those tie-ins. Her lower body is just incredible. Sinead only headed over to the US recently. I also think she is another one with incredible potential. You can see she has the look. She has fantastic posing and presence on stage. The US to the Australian judging, unfortunately, is not as consistent as it probably should be. I think the more time Sinead gets in front of those top US head judges, the better she'll get, just making small tweaks here and there. Congratulations, Sinead. I know you will have all of Australia rooting for you, and I can't wait to see what show you head to next. Guys, I think it's safe to say this was a fabulous and competitive lineup, where we saw a bit of a redemption story, Olympians showing us their level of greatness, and exciting newcomers who I think will shake up the game in the year to come. Guys, as always, I want to hear your opinions and thoughts on this show. What did you make of it? As always, thank you so much for tuning in today. Your support means the world to me. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.